G'day guys, Lindemann here in DCS World with the Car 50 Black Shark. I've got here the description of Mission 1 of the Vergeev campaign. The Vergeev Group made this campaign as payware originally with the Black Shark 1 release. It's since been updated for DCS World, and I think it was a forum member barbecue or someone did the updates, and they've agreed to release it for free to the community. So it's a challenging campaign. If you fail a mission, you fail the whole campaign, and you can have to start again from scratch. So it's pretty harsh that way. So I'm going to give it a go. So we'll get that door closed. And we can start getting the aircraft up and running. We'll get the batteries on. I hope you don't have to do this in the perfect order because I'd be doomed. But I'll just get some systems up and running. We'll get the APU going to begin with. Get the ABRIS on and the INU countermeasures, laser warning system. Get the
223 Naval.
Naval, 223 on air.
Glad to welcome you, 223. Greetings on your arrival. We will serve together. The task is simple. We're on the same channel and I will make you a short tour. You keep strictly to the route and I'll get you around local sites and specifics. I'll start talking after you report control points. And the most important is not to cross the border. How do you copy, 223?
Naval, 223 copies you perfectly. I report the control and get the info. Border must not be crossed.
Correct, 223. The base is situated in special operational area and is, as a rule, closed for civil aircrafts. But sometimes it's open like today. Due to traffic density we can't wait. So operational groups take off from parking lots. But turn on full attention near airport. Do you roger, 223?
Understood. Extreme attention.
223, take off when ready from the parking place. Walking on flight level 150 with airspeed 150. Keep sharply to the route. Discharge.
Naval, 233, engaging.
Alright, so my call sign there is 233. I'll be taking off directly from the parking space, it sounds like, and flying the flight plan and being told about the place when I hit the different waypoints. Alright. Left engine is up to 20%, so we'll engage fuel. And it looks like we've got a good start on the left engine. Okay. Nav error. Hopefully that'll all come online. I'll turn on my axes. Got the parking brake engaged. That's good. Alright, that looks like a good start on the left engine. We'll select the right engine. We'll choose the fuel shut-off valve, governors, and start the right engine. Got a lot of civilian traffic, so they said that you don't need to worry about the using the runway. Take off directly from the parking space. And also in the PDF that comes with it, you need to park in the same place from when you left. So it's going to be a little bit tricky, I think, because I don't really have a bearing. Okay, so that shed is there. And I'm just make a note of some landmarks. Alright, that looks good. Got two good engines. We'll shut off the APU. Shut the fuel off. Give it a final go round. IFF doesn't work, but we'll turn it on. We'll turn off the anti-collision beacon. Nav lights, dust protection. Turn the targeting system on just in case. And we'll turn on full power. The generators going. Get the radios on. We don't actually use them by the looks of things. we won't select a waypoint, and we will run with... Ooh, I could run it with Flight Director and just fly it manually. Let's see how... Okay, map, zoom in. So we've got to fly this course. Okay, it's a bit tempting to fly that with Flight Director on. I'm going to try it without the Flight Director, because that would be the proper way of doing things. Okay, so I'll just double check my keys here. That is landing gear. Okay, I'll get landing gear up. So as soon as the weight comes off, actually no, I won't, that's a bit silly. We'll do it without Flight Director. Lights are good to go. Yeah. Double check everything. The aircraft is ready for takeoff. Just got a bit of traffic taking off there. Looks like a Georgian aircraft, perhaps. And what we'll do is fly at 150. Get the trimmer going. 150 meters and 150 kilometers per hour. Alright, so gear goes up. Looks like we're a nice light aircraft. We'll get our desired heading over to where we want it to be. And we'll start that forward flight. Still, okay, yeah, we do have traffic. Let's hope there's not someone else who's going to interfere with my flight. Alright, we're at 95, still climbing up. And we will zoom the map in a wee bit more. Alright, that's good. So at this point we're going to flip on to the next active waypoint, which is over here. I'll just trim that in, 128 meters in altitude. We really want that to be a little bit higher, and we just drop that trim in. Okay, we're a little bit fast, a little bit low. 135k, sorry, 170k is the altitude, alright. So at this point I'm just going to nose it back a bit and try and adjust the trimmer. So the problem with the altitude...
223, Naval. 223, you should be now passing first control. You are above Adler town. Not a bad place for those with spare time and cash. But we've got none of this. It's a sea out there. Execute the turn according to plan.
223, close to best control.
Alright, so execute the turn according to plan. I have to fly these waypoints pretty precisely. Hopefully I can do this turn and not go too wildly off course. And now we'll just intercept our new course. So 150. So we're pretty good on speed. As I was saying just before, got rudely interrupted. The problem with the altitude is it's radar altitude, not barometric. So my altitude is going to be constantly changing with the ground height. Alright, there we are. So I'll just trim that in a little bit fast. So I'll just nose back a bit. Alright, we're coming up to a river. There it is there, with a road bridge.
223, Naval. Report your position.
Next waypoint.
223, roger that. Control 2 here.
223, you're now above Zimta River and the bridge. The bridge was attempted to blow up a couple of times.
Okay, next waypoint is coming right up again. They're pretty rapid fire flight plan. There's a lot of ambient traffic.
233 to Naval. 223 reports.
Now I'll confirm it, 223. You should see now railway bridge of Vergeev Bay.
Railway bridge. Probably beneath me. Alright. So we're bang on altitude. 9 kilometers, 8 kilometers now, too fast, but that's alright. I'm happy with that. I apologise for any microphone banging. My desktop microphone is meant to be attached slightly differently, but unfortunately a courier package of parts got stolen.
223 Naval. Control 4 is set in Vergeev Bay village. Nice watchers around.
Throw that around the corner and descend slightly. Now I can't press F2 to go outside the aircraft. It's a very realistic campaign, so you really have very limited options in terms of helpers. Can't get any external views, anything that you basically wouldn't have in real life. Just need to make a left turn to stick on track with this.
Naval, 223 on control 5.
There's a road bridge.
Naval copies that, 223. You should see a road bridge on Southwest Russia territory. Secure bridges here. Unlucky to have border by the side.
223 Rogers that. Совхоз Россия bridge. Plan in progress.
To set the course, 30 meters too low, so we'll just climb up and we can slow down a little bit to do that. That is the border, that large red line on the moving map. We cannot cross that border by the sounds of it. It's pretty clear in the opening monologue.
223 has got 6 control.
Naval reading that, 223. Control 6. Extreme attention here. Boundary crossing. The border. Sometimes it's hot here. The place is often referred to as Mandarin Path.
Naval, 223. I am on my guard. The border now.
Correct, 223. Go on with the plan. Over.
Go on with the plan. Got a big antenna in front of us. So get that trimmed in. Make sure we avoid that radio tower. In fact, I think the flight plan has me go to the right of it, so we'll do that now.
Naval, 233. Control 7.
233 Naval. Control 7 is located in the Veselaya village. It's kind of Mandarin King's capital.
Okay, now we've got to climb, get back on track. A little bit too low. Getting there. 125, climbing pretty much even with the terrain. Alright, we can come left slightly. Got the airfield in front of us, so we haven't gone very far, that's for sure. And now we can descend. Coming up to the next waypoint.
233. Control 8.
Naval Ritsu 233. You are in Vergeev village. Convenient place to watch at our base. Georgian observers are often detained here. Continue with the plan. Over.
So Georgian observers are often detained and arrested for that good Overwatch position. It's good to know because I wasn't really sure who the OP4 really are in this campaign. I guess it's some sort of Georgian conflict.
233 on control 9.
233 Naval. Chereshnya village. Also a nice place to oversee our base.
just come back. They've actually overstepped the correction there on that course line, so it's going to be a bit of zigzagging. Ah, did it again. Maybe I've got the map zoomed in too much. I'm caring too much about being on course properly. And I'm quite fast. Surprising. I'll just ease back on the stick quite a bit. There we go. So pulling right back. Got to get it to 150 kilometers per hour and 150 meters. And we're kind of approaching that now, so that's good. There we go.
223 has got control 10.
Naval copies that 223. Nizhняя Shilovka village. Police patrol was lost here in springtime during cleanup operation. A pair of soldiers from our base were killed here too. The battle was fought all night without our support though.
Alright, a little bit low now after that turn. Just kicking back on the speed. And 165, but we're a bit high. But then again, we do have a big ridge in front of us. But I might just ease back on the altitude. There, and now we're going to need that altitude, so just take this time to correct my standby attitude indicator. Let's hope I don't get shot at. I bet you this is the sort of campaign that if you were to fire flares or something without any reason, you would fail the mission, because it would punish you for that. So I'm not going to try anything even remotely arcade. Alright, so I'm just over this ridge now and I can start descending. And just keep the speed back with a bit of nose up. Descending quite quickly now. Just come right slightly, there we go. Right, so speed is good, we're quite high, but we are descending very quickly. Coming down into this valley floor, so that's to be expected. Certainly not seeing any threats or anything to be worried about, but a civilian traffic on the roads, and there's our altitude. Awesome. So it's quite an immersive campaign by the looks of it, with conversations going on the whole time. The Black Shark campaign that came with the module is actually really good as well. It's quite similar. It starts off with a flight where you do quite a long flight and get shown around.
233, control 11.
Sharp turn here.
You should see a small village almost a homestead Turok on control 11. A road to Krasnaya Polyana behind it. You will often be operating along this road. 19 landmines were activated here last year. A deadly place. A rare escort breaks through without us. Continue with the plan. Over.
19 landmines were activated here. That might be a Russian way of saying 19 people stood on landmines. Probably not something I'll come across. Let's hope. Alright, I'm too fast, so I'm just going to ease back, and my altitude is pretty good for this climb. Actually, I need a bit more altitude so I can start converting speed by just nosing back a bit. And I need to come to the left, so we'll set the desired heading over here. That's good. Once again, too fast. Let's just trim that right back. And we're also too high, so I can burn up a lot of energy here. Coming in on one of the last waypoints here. I can see the airfield in front of me. Yeah, so I didn't need the flight director mode like I thought I might. Oh, a little bit too low. Let's just kick in the collective. There we go.
223 Naval, report your position.
Naval, 233 on control 12.
Naval, roger that 223. You are on the return course. Passing now Nizhny Vysokaya settlement. It's within other city precincts adjoining the airbase.
233 copies you, Naval. Plan execution.
Right, I want to be over this river by the look of the moving map.
233, control 13.
Naval, understood 223. You are above Moldovsky Bridge now. This is a good landmark for left stop. The bridge is exactly between second and third turns.
Actually, we'll get over to the right and get onto our course line, especially so close to the airfield. There we go, and now a sharp left. There we go. Wow, giving it lots of collective, but it doesn't want to climb. And we're too fast, so we can come back there. There's our starting position down there. Now I've got to find that parking space, so that could be a bit of a problem, but we're pretty much on track to head out to sea again, which I guess is our initial point for the approach. So somewhere down here was the base that they mentioned at the very beginning, the first waypoint. Just climb slightly. Problem with the altitude is that the ground is going up and down all the time. Its speed is 148 and it should be at 150. Roughly close. Could have set altitude hold mode with the radar altimeter.
Naval 233, reporting control 14.
Naval, understood you 223. You are in other again. A little further, over control 2, behind the bridge you can find our camp. You saw it from the bottom. Now enjoy the bus view on it. Not a bad place. Almost a health resort. The tour is over. Seems like we're gonna go along okay together. Landing upon request of flight dispatcher. Be careful, it's busy here today.
233, roger that, Naval. Ready for landing. Requesting FD.
You owe me a drink, newbie.
Appetizers on the table. See you tonight.
Tomorrow, 223, tomorrow. You have flight with Daddy tomorrow. And he is a tough guy, yet just.
And who is Vergeev?
Vergeev Ivan Alexandrovich, captain, sniper pilot. About 5,000 hours flying time. Perished. Died in action as a hero near Poti during 3/8 operation. They brought him down during special task mission. He was flying Mi-24 Hind. The locals took him from the wreckage still alive and lynched him. You know, they don't make us feel welcome up there.
Naval 233, I copy that. Thanks. Requesting FD. Landing approach. Over.
Alright, landing gear down. So they mentioned Vergeev. Killed in action, flying an Mi-24. Okay, I'll just set the desired heading here. There we go. And the helicopter should pretty much just fly itself. I think we're almost in ground effect. 5 or 6 meters above the ground. We can just cruise over for the end of the mission to our starting parking point. I'm not sure of the speed limits, and I should probably be taxiing with the wheels on the ground and like an airliner would. But this is more fun, so I'll just keep it on the keep it in the air. See if anyone complains. Alright, so I was kind of around here. There's that shed that was off to my right. And there's two jumbo jets here that were off to my left, but they were facing the other way. But they departed, so it looks like they've come back. The world's shortest commuter flight. Okay, so we'll just... I think this is actually my spot here, if I had to guess. So I'm just going to do a little bit of a parallel park. That's probably not in the manual, but you know, whatever. Okay, so now that we've done our parallel park, we'll just put it down gently and brakes. And there goes the power. AC generators have gone offline. Ooh, yeah, I think this is pretty much our park. Alright, there goes the power. I don't think we had any zeros, any errors denoted by all zeros. Okay, so we'll get the generators offline, we'll get the parking brake engaged. I can't remember how to reset trim, so I'll do it manually. Yeah, there we go. Alright, parking brakes on, countermeasures to the off position, INU, lights, nav, anti-collision, blah blah blah, fire suppression, weapon systems, ejection seat. Make sure I got that APU off. We did, yep. And we'll fuel shut off for both engines. ABRAS off. Fuel pumps. Shut off valves. Governor. Aircraft. Rotor brake. Inverter, actually, inverter will leave on, and batteries. Alright, my name's Lindemann. Thanks for watching.